I set the live stream for 2. Am I totally, did I not? I saw somebody saying, is Lara late? I thought I set it for 2 p.m. Was it 1:30? I suck. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, also my friend, DOA, Defender of Ants, he gave me this he just let me use this, his backup, what do you call this thing? The thing I'm on? So toggle or whatever, I forget. I'm walking over, guys. I'm in Hollywood. I got my sign. We're about to walk on to Hollywood Boulevard. Let's see if this thing turns around when I say it's not. It's so annoying. All right, perfect. Tell me, look, guys. Also, I'm playing my music in the background, so I'm more prepared. Wow, look at that. Okay. This is Elvis, right? It's Elvis? It's Jelvis. That's so funny. Jelvis? He said it's Jelvis. I was going to tell him about his daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, being a Scientologist. All right. Hi. Proud SB. I forgot I'm holding a sign. People want to know. So we'll go with it, guys. What up? How you doing? Scientology's a cult. Elizabeth Moss, that show you guys watch. What's that cult show that's so popular? Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale. Heard of it? Oh, it's starting to ring a bell. #1 actress in there. Doing a TV show about a cult and about being stuck in something that she literally pays money to be in. And she's on Jimmy Kimmel. So I was born and raised in it as a child, so now we're finally speaking out and saying this is so gross. All you Scientology celebrities are disgusting, and we're going to call you all out. But thank you for listening. This heavy weight holds me down, running in my head. How long can we hold it up? All the things we never talk about. It's even to just let it go away. How long will we fool ourselves? When's it ever gonna be enough? It's almost easier to let it go. So we're about to walk up. You see where it says Zara? That is where the Jimmy Kimmel studios are. And that is where Elizabeth Moss right now is having her little fancy Hollywood life, pretending that she has nothing to do with the Church of Scientology, or that her TV shows or her acting has nothing to do with Scientology. So they're going to know by the time she's done with this what Scientology does and who Jimmy Kimmel supports. Guys, Jimmy Kimmel is one of the only hosts that somehow gets Tom Cruise, that somehow gets all these Scientology actresses, Elizabeth Moss, because he himself has to sign a contract that says, I will not ask my artists about Scientology whatsoever. The only reason he gets these artists, Jimmy, is because he signs a contract that says, I will not ask Tom Cruise or Elizabeth Moss anything about Scientology on the air. And that way, they are allowed to be on the Jimmy Kimmel show, and everybody goes, well, aren't they a Scientologist? Why don't they ever talk about Scientology? That's Elizabeth Moss right now in there. You probably watched The Handmaid's Tale. There you go. That's a hardcore Scientologist that is being interviewed right now by Jimmy Kimmel, and not once being able to mention what is Scientology and why is Elizabeth Moss donating thousands and millions of dollars to get auditing by Scientology. I want you guys to hear this. You need to also hear it. It needs to be known. Why does Jimmy Kimmel is not allowed to ask any of his guest hosts just anything about Scientology or mention the word Scientology? There's a big out point. Big red flag, as they would say. Disgusting. And Jimmy Kimmel does this. He has a lot of great hosts, but how come on these major hosts, yeah, it's down here. You're going to see Elizabeth Moss. She's a hardcore Scientologist. She's going to be on the Jimmy Kimmel show in about 20 minutes. Hardcore Scientologist, human trafficking children. Yes. Oh, I was a born and raised Sea Org member in the internal structure of Scientology that ran all of everything. It's down here, guys, the line. I'll show you. But let me tell you this. You should say, Elizabeth Moss, I got a question in the crowd. Are you a Scientologist, and how come you never talk about it? That's what I should ask her. Yeah, for real. Just be like, I'm just a random person. I see somebody out there was telling me she's not allowed to talk to her father anymore because she's disconnected. They disconnected. That's a big word in Scientology, which means you no longer can speak to your family. You can no longer speak to anybody in Scientology. And I was born and raised it. Your line's right here. They're guests, guys. They're guests going into the Kimmel show. I think this is where the guests, there's somewhere guests. I think it was here. It said guests. But they probably closed it down because we told them we were coming. Oh, no. Elizabeth Moss is on, and she's a hardcore Scientologist. So there's going to be some protesters out here protesting her. I guess. And Jimmy Kimmel. Why is you should ask Jimmy Kimmel. Why do you sign a contract just to get Tom Cruise, Elizabeth Moss, John Travolta, to get them on the air and not allowed to mention the word Scientology? That's in the contract. They are not allowed to even mention. I know. I'm just saying. This is where they were lining up to let them all in. In the parking lot? Should we be going in the parking lot?
I don't know.
Let's do it.
He said we'll catch Elizabeth
in the back. Yeah, no, I mean we were parked in the parking lot. Yeah. Guys, we're parked. His Scientology is a cult van is in the parking lot. This is it. This is where they come in and out of. This is the back entrance. You see VIP reserves.
Just wanted to let you know in case you have to leave me like you did before. Just do what's best for you.
We went into the back parking lot, guys. Oops. Sorry, I missed a lot of your comments. She keeps messing his name, Jimmy Kimmel. Sorry, Kimmel. It's because this thing is called what is this thing that you're letting me borrow? A Kimball? A gimbal. Guys, this is why I keep messing it up. The thing I'm telling you about that he let me use is called a gimbal. And we're at Jimmy Kimmel show.
Gimbal and Kimmel.
I kept saying Jimmy Kimmel.
She's got her new gimbal.
I'm saying Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel. There you go. Oh, I could use the sign to protect the sun from glaring right in my face. You're lost and found. Well, I made it on my own. Just wanted to let you know in case you have to leave me like you did before. Just do what's best for you.
Scientology's a cult.
Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist.
The Handmaid's Tale wasn't supposed to be real.
Here, I'm going to lean this here. Whoops. That would be funny if my little sign knocked over the whole thing.
The Handmaid's Tale's not supposed to be real. Elizabeth Moss, part of Scientology, the cult, trafficking children and women. Way to go, guys. Save the children.
Look, they all go inside. They don't want to hear
Save the children. Stop protecting pedophiles.
Okay.
Front?
No, I was just going to tell my crowd, are you guys done criticizing me for saying Jimmy Kimmel? It's funny. It's
chat
funny.
Getting out of control.
Your chat. My chat's getting out of control.
They might go in the front. Though.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like maybe.
You go out front.
All right, DOA will be in front, and I'm going to be in the, or I could say POA, protector of it. Okay, I'm going to go to the front. He's going to go to the back. We'll see, guys. It's just us. But this is also a building on Hollywood Boulevard, Jimmy Kimmel, where there's no crazy Scientology Sea Org members, security guards, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to let everybody know that Elizabeth Moss is a very dedicated Scientologist, and that's where she's spending her money. Are you guys going to the show? Do you know you're going to see Elizabeth Moss, right? She's on the line. She's the actress in The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Right when you just mentioned the most popular TV show, right, in the world.
I've never seen the show.
But neither have I. But once you mentioned, like I said, let me finish. Once you mention the most popular TV show in the world, oh, then you know who she is. But if I said, do you know Elizabeth Moss, the Scientologist? No, you wouldn't know anything about that. It would be really cool if you guys could, when you see Elizabeth Moss and she comes out, if you get a chance, yeah, good. If you get a chance, just say, hey, what's Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. Scientologist disconnects families, human traffic.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings from Xenu.
Xenu, yeah. So Xenu is an alien that basically wants you to pay millions of dollars to get this secret information, which Elizabeth Moss is OT5 or something. And you learned this on OT3. So they believe in the warlord and Xenu, Xenu. Look it all up. It's crazy. But the non-crazy, non-joking part about it is that they traffic in humans. They traffic in children, families off the street and pretend, oh, you're going to help save the world. We're part of this religion. You'll have free everything. And then they get sucked into the Sea organization where you sign a billion-year contract and you are every minute of your day is accounted for by internal security. They're watching every move where it's literally North Korea, if you can imagine. But somehow it gets just so projected, like, oh, the actress on the Handmaid's Tale, great. She's a hardcore Scientologist. And she is in a cult herself. And she is literally in a TV series, never talking about Scientology, but getting paid so much money to be here on Jimmy Kimmel, everything, and never once saying or promoting how great Scientology is for her and how much it's helped her, but being in a TV series that is all about cults and being manipulative and not being able to go and do anything. So ask her, how is it okay that she's a Scientologist and doing a Hollywood series about cults? No, you should ask her that. What's up? Is your name Jacob? How's it going? Scientology is a human trafficking cult, and Elizabeth Moss, who you're about to see at 2:00, is a dedicated donating Scientologist, OT5 or beyond. She gives money to donate and support human trafficking and child trafficking through Scientology. They sign Sea Org billion-year contracts, and Elizabeth Moss, as a celebrity of Scientology, gets pampered and given all sorts of benefits and leeways because she donates money. She's donating money and her time. And on a show, guys, that's all about cults, all about being stuck in a cult and horrible human behavior. And Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist in a Hollywood series about cults. The Handmaid's Tale is all about cults, all about being in a group that you don't want to be a part of. And there, Elizabeth Moss, your actress, is a hardcore Scientologist doing the exact same thing in her real life. Guys, fantasy or not, when you get declared or kicked out of Scientology, you're no longer allowed to talk to your family members or anybody involved in your cult, Scientology. So you guys are all going to go see Elizabeth Moss right now. Make sure to ask her what's her connection in Scientology and why is she doing a TV series that represents exactly that. And never talking about Scientology. Hey, you guys gonna see Elizabeth Moss? I'm sure you already did. She's a hardcore Scientologist. Let's make sure Jimmy asks the right questions. Let's make sure he asks the questions about Scientology that he's contracted not to ask. Elizabeth Moss is a very dedicated Scientologist. You guys are going to see a Scientologist. Elizabeth Moss is a Scientologist, and she dedicates and supports her life to an organization called the Church of Scientology, and she donates money to a human trafficking scam cult. That's right, for you in the back, security, looking at me. Y'all need to pay attention to what you guys are supporting. Pay attention. Let Jimmy know. Good job. Let Jimmy know he's supporting. He already knows. He's had Tom Cruise on his show. He's had everybody. All the Scientologists can be on Jimmy Kimmel's show because he doesn't ask the Scientology questions. You know what I'm talking about, you little manager, you. Yep. Let's ask Jimmy Kimmel to ask about the Scientology questions to his dedicated guests that are dedicated members of Scientology. Why isn't Tom Cruise ever questioned about his religion on Jimmy Kimmel? Why is Elizabeth Moss going on air right now, who's a hardcore Scientologist? Hardcore Scientologist, Elizabeth Moss, The Handmaid's Tale, pretending to be an actress in a cult that she's literally in a cult. Scientology. Scientology is a cult. Elizabeth Moss is on the Jimmy Kimmel show right now, and she's a hardcore Scientologist, and she just did a #1 show that is all about a cult. It's a cult, and she's getting paid millions of dollars to do a fucking TV show about a cult and people being suppressed and depressed and everything, and she is in one, supporting one. She donates money to Scientology. She's an OT5. Xenu, look it up, OT5 Scientology. She has spent millions to get to this level, and she's right here on Jimmy Kimmel. And Jimmy Kimmel only has these Scientologists on his show because he signs a contract that says, I will not ask anything about Scientology. I won't even mention the word. He's not allowed to ask them real questions. All right, bye. Thank you. Hi. Scientology is the backing organization for human trafficking and child trafficking, getting family members into the cult. Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. Elizabeth Moss spends her money, dedicating her money and time into fake Scientology technology. OT5s know all about Xenu, and Jimmy Kimmel is not allowed to ask anything about Scientology. Yeah, I knew you worked here. Ask Jimmy why he's allowing people like Elizabeth Moss to not talk about Scientology. Gotta get it in there, guys. Sorry if I'm too loud for you, my sweet chats, but the world needs to hear it. Hi, guys. So the main front entrance is where that security guard right there is, you guys see, next to the Zara. But this is just the promo entrance. It's not like really the entrance. They have to go to the side if they're coming in. Elizabeth Moss is here at Jimmy Kimmel, you know, having her little interview, and she's a hardcore Scientologist trafficking, human trafficking, supporting a human trafficking organization, hiding behind a religious status. They need to lose their tax exempt status. And people like actresses like Elizabeth Moss need to start talking about what they're so lovingly involved in. Scientology. Why does Jimmy Kimmel not ever ask any of his Scientology actresses and actors about Scientology? Why does he sign a contract that he will not mention the word Scientology when he's on the air with Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise? They all show up to his little show. And why does he take the money to sign a contract to not expose Scientology? They're human trafficking, they're child trafficking, they're elderly abuse to their own Sea Org members, signing billion-year contracts underage, being groomed by their own family members, so that by the time they're old enough, they don't even know what the law is. They don't even know that they've been human trafficked. They're so dedicated to clearing the planet. Elizabeth Moss has spent thousands and thousands of dollars auditing herself. She's on OT5. She's a hardcore Scientologist supporting this organization. You guys need to know this. You guys need to know this about Jimmy. Watch him sign up actors that don't talk about what Scientology is, that are hardcore Scientologists. Think about that. I'll be back when you guys think about that. You work for Jimmy? Yep. You work for Jimmy? You do? What do you do?
What are you doing? I mean, I know what you're doing.
You know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But are you sure you know what I'm doing?
Well, maybe not.
So Jimmy allows people like Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise to go on their show and knowingly signs contracts that say, I will not ask about Scientology. Elizabeth Moss donates millions of dollars to Scientology, which is a human trafficking organization, corrupt organization, and she's in a Handmaid's Tale TV show all about a cult? You don't think that's, oh, you never seen it, but it doesn't matter. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Good. So you work for Jimmy Kimmel, and you probably know, you're right, he does have to sign contracts and things that you don't know. What do you do for Kimmel?
Just stand here on the sidewalk.
You said you work here. What do you do?
I work here.
No, I mean, like, what's your position?
What difference does that make?
Because it would make a big difference if you're the executive director or the head of anything. You actually could do something about it.
Let me just tell you right now.
Uh-huh.
Nobody. A nobody.
You're a nobody? He says he's a nobody. Okay, well, there you go. At least you have the information. And if you are, quote unquote, nobody, fine. But if you aren't, that's a good thing to tell somebody. That's a good thing to tell somebody. Well, now you have the info. You should look it up. Look up SPTV on YouTube. SPTV. Just like that. SPTV. I want them to see this loud and clear, guys. This is what you guys are supporting. No, I'm going to go to the back now, guys. Let's go to the back. I'm going to go to the back. Yeah, Jimmy has a lot of control. He does. Dude, his name is on the show. Like, literally, I just don't, I have no time for people who does this. We're going to the back. where they send out all the celebrities from the back end to the front end. Proud SP, guys. Yeah, fuck Scientology. Yes, definitely. He said definitely. Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. She donates millions of dollars to a human trafficking organization who also traffic children, who also abuse children, who also, yeah, you heard that, you look back, who also neglect the elderly of their Sea Org members and let them die. This is an abusive organization, and Jimmy Kimmel only interviews these hardcore Scientologists like Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise because he signs a contract that says, I will not ask about Scientology. Hey guys, when you go in there, ask Elizabeth Moss why she's a Scientologist.
No.
Why is she an OT5?
They have to disassociate from friends and family. No cell phones.
What is disconnection policy in Scientology? Ask Jimmy Kimmel that. Ask Elizabeth Moss.
Millions trafficking children. Scientology's a cult. Scientology's a cult. The Handmaid's Tale's not supposed to be real. The Handmaid's Tale is not supposed to be real. Women have rights. Women are not supposed to be chamber wives. Women are not supposed to be chamber wives. They don't want you to hear me, but I got a loud voice. You can't hide from the truth. I'm a professional.
Can't hide from the truth. I'm a professional.
I am the defender of ants. DOA. See my videos about
Guys, this is fun. It's so knowledgeable. You see people's eyes actually like kind of changing. You're like,
save the children. Save the children.
they're like, what is this? They're like going to just see, Jimmy Kimmel show, and then no. It's like, nope, you're going to learn something. How about that? A little something about Hollywood you're going to learn. Okay? Oh. Yes, I have merchandise. Pippi, you guys are so cute. Go to my website. I'm not a true hardcore professional in the sense of like being up to date on media and how to work a camera, as you can see. But I'm very much an artist, and I love performing and making music, and I love the whole mission, and I love making shirts and all that stuff. So go to my website and you'll see it all. It's literally www.lara.fm. And then you'll see like Polaroids, like you'll see little Polaroid pictures or like places where you can click different things. There's a thing that says more merch, and then you click that, and then you'll see SP TV, like a little bar to click on the left. Just click that, and then it'll open up all the availability for these shirts and for some other fun things. Thank you for asking. That was very sweet. Okay, let's see. I know, Anonymous 08. I was a big fan of, here, I'll click it up. I was a big fan of Elizabeth Moss, but now I feel icky about it. Guys, this is the uncomfortable. That's the thing. This is the uncomfortable thing about this stuff, guys, is that they're actually like, The Handmaid's Tale is probably a really good film. It's probably
fucking epic.
But the gross poison is that Elizabeth Moss is never mentioning Scientology ever in her interviews, in anything in her life. Why? When it's something she spends so much of her money, dedication, her whole behavior, the way she thinks, the way she feels, the way she's getting pampered by internal Sea Org members to be even more glamorous inside Scientology as a celebrity. It's icky. And there's a lot, I bet you there were a lot of fans of Danny Masterson, probably a lot of fans of a lot of people. But guys, you got to be susceptible to change when it has to do with being healthy and being loving and being fun and joyous of life. You have to be susceptible What up? I know this homie. He been around. So people have to be susceptible to hearing the gross truth and then being like, okay, I don't want to support that. You don't need to support Elizabeth Moss. It's not going to like end your family or end that really good series for you. You just don't need to support her. You also can expose her. Like, get her to start talking about it somehow. Like, why are you not talking about it if you're so like, you know, Scientology has just helped you so much. This is the big thing here. Not even Sea Org members walking by will talk to us. Not even Scientologists walking by will talk to us. Jimmy Kimmel on the subject will not talk to us. Elizabeth Moss will not mention it on her interview. The one thing that's helping her act and do so well, apparently, in life. So this is what we need to expose. This is what we're getting out, guys. Thank you. Nerd report, guys. That's the homie right there. He always shows up. Guys, did you hear that?
Yeah.
I was telling Scott, should I say Scott or DOA so people know?
DOA,
Scotty. Okay.
Kool-Aid
Man. I was telling him that like I did a lot of my music and I always do a lot of my music with like one producer or somebody I can be really comfortable with and we make great music and then boom, there's the EP and stuff. All of my music because of that is so not because I gave myself the space to be able to make music that I wasn't going to get in trouble for.
Yeah.
The first music video I did alone without being in my band, Little Red Radio, which was my first band when I left Scientology and stuff, and Getting Out. Anyways, those are all in my episode series. But the first music video I did, my first solo music video it's called You Got Me Now. Guys, if you look online, I mean, not right now, you're watching, but later look on my music videos and you'll see a music video called You Got Me Now. I wrote it and it was written and I wrote it, and the singer of A Flock of Seagulls, Mike Score.
Yeah.
A Flock of Seagulls is the band from the 80s. And I run so far away, gotta get away.
What genre would you say your music's in? What kind of
all kinds.
All kinds?
Because I mix metal, rock, I mix vocally some like hard metals with like really poppy fairy stuff. I mix like Haunted Friend. Yeah, like Haunted Friend.
Yeah, we're at the Jimmy Kimmel show.
We're in the back where all the guests come in and out and where all the celebrities come out to take their little toker breaks and shit.
Now this is I'm here reporting your report. This is very Elizabeth Moss is
so hardcore. She's an actress. Not a lot of people know her by name, but they know her from multiple movies and series. But the one she's kind of popular for right now is The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
And that's a huge, I haven't watched it either. It's a huge popular series though. And never once in any of her interviews anywhere have they mentioned Scientology is kind of like this. Why don't you mention Scientology if you love Scientology so much? She spends millions of dollars, if she has not spent millions, thousands of dollars going in session and doing Scientology courses, auditing. She's on OT. She's at least OT3 or above. She knows about Xenu. She knows about that shit. And she's here with Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Not a Kimball, but a Kimmel.
Well, maybe like.
And so if she can see this sign, Proud SP, or Scientology disconnects elderly and children and their families, or they abuse the elderly, they let pedophilia and RAP and all. I've said rape all the time, guys. You don't get demonetized for saying that.
Maybe you do. I'm on.
Oh, I got my music though. They know. They all heard it. I got my music on. In case but this isn't Scientology, guys. This is Jimmy Kimmel in Hollywood supporting Scientology and getting supported by Scientology actresses. So this is what we're calling out. And not only that, Jimmy has had Tom Cruise on. Jimmy has had Scientology members on and never once has asked them, guys, Elizabeth Moss, who you're about to see, is a hardcore Scientologist. She's OT5 or above and she knows all about Xenu. Please ask her why it's okay for her to be in a cult when she does a whole episode making millions off of a cult.
Stand up. Stand up.
Stand up. Don't be afraid, guys.
Ask about what's so hard about asking about Scientology.
Ask Jimmy.
Why is that such a radical thought?
Ask Jimmy why he doesn't talk about Scientology when he has hardcore Scientologists on his shows. Okay. How are you guys doing?
I can't. There was already somebody in front there.
He goes after Trump every day. Why doesn't he put switch? Switch.
No, guys, they don't come in. They don't send Elizabeth. Oh, by the way, she's already inside. She's already inside for
She is
sure.
already inside?
I'm sure. What time is it?
Film in the front. No, it's at 3:45.
On the other side.
At 3:45? Oh, it says 2 o'clock. I guess that's when they load in, 2 o'clock.
That's what they tell the cast. I don't know.
But anyways, the point is, I feel like she's already in the building. Like she's in the green room. No?
Maybe.
I love how you already know. Let's
No, I don't
ask
know.
let's
I'm
ask
asking-
Mr. Ants.
I'm so confident with
Hey,
my
do you
answer.
work for Jimmy? Sir, you obviously do. Ask Elizabeth Moss how she's a Scientologist and she's getting paid millions to do the show that she does.
Stop supporting Scientology, Jimmy!
Scientology is a cult, a manipulative human child trafficking cult. And Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. Exactly. Exactly.
Scientology is a cult!
Look it up.
Scientology!
SPTV, guys. Look it up on YouTube. Growing up in Scientology. They're looking. They literally are looking like, because they're waiting to go in. You see them in the crack guys. They're waiting to go in. So they're like,
Criminology!
oh, man.
Where's your car? Yeah, it's right on the end there, yeah.
Just letting people know. No, it's in the parking lot
It's
right there.
You see it?
The most obvious car in the parking lot.
How did you miss that? I got the bag clean, too. So good.
You going in for Elizabeth Moss, the Jimmy Kimmel? Ask Elizabeth Moss if she's a Scientologist. Just ask her.
Ask her if you can get a chamber wide.
Ask her if she's a Scientologist on the air. Let's see if she answers that. You guys work for Jimmy. Ask Jimmy why he doesn't ask other Scientologists like Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Moss anything about Scientology. Guys, yeah, we're protesting Scientology, but Elizabeth Moss, who's in there, is a hardcore Scientologist. And she's going on the air. The Scientology? No, yeah, exactly. She literally is hardcore. She spends millions of, they're a human trafficking, family destroying organization. And they act like they're a church. They are not. I was born and raised in it as a child. I had no freedom. I was those people in the testing center. I was those little robots that ignore everybody. I did all that. And now I'm excommunicated. I'm what they call an SP. I've lost my dad, my mom, everybody in Scientology does not talk to me anymore. Because I chose to leave. And then years after getting deprogrammed from everything and realizing what the real world was about, I realized, oh my God, they're doing this to everybody. They're going to do this to anybody coming off the street in Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, I remember I first moved here a year ago. They stopped me, like...
Right? They're like, want to take a free personality test?
Yeah.
It's so bullshit. It's so annoying. And they don't leave you alone. And they keep like pretending like, hey, you can come by any day. Bless you. Enjoy that little jointy joint. We just smoked. Thank you. We're non-Scientologists, so we advocate for weed. No, I'm good. Thank you. I'm picky on my weed. I gotta be top. You too, man. Thank you. Nice pants. I love that. Little punk rocker. Proud SP. Elizabeth Moss, you can be too. I know. If I accepted weed from anybody in my chat, they'd be like, no, Lara, don't do it. Look, DOA is a survivor.
Yeah.
He's been through it all.
Yeah. Go ahead. Talk.
How did you like the van?
Oh, it looks great.
Isn't that great? Looks fresh and clean, huh?
Yep.
Disconnection, guys, child abuse. This is my first original sign, and I have not changed it. I very much still like it.
Oh, so they're asking why you wear yellow. Is that a question?
Goldenrod is specific. This
Goldenrod?
is not yellow. This is goldenrod.
Goldenrod.
But yeah, yellow. Because when you get kicked out or any major ethics justice action in Scientology's terms is ever done, they print it on goldenrod paper. And so that when every staff member or Scientologist in the organization sees that in their communication basket where they receive all their mail, basically, they'll see all these orange paper, goldenrod papers. and it showed, or the yellow paper you're saying, and it basically means that somebody got disconnect, like they were declared an SP, kicked out of Scientology, or a big major ethics action has happened to them, like a committee of evidence or court of ethics. It's always printed on this paper. So now I say I'm a proud SP. Declare me what you want. I'm so proud of it. And I want the people inside to know that this word SP is lame. Like, I want them to know, like, how dare she say she's a proud SP? But I'm happy and joyful. So maybe it's going to make them think a little bit. It's going to make them think a little bit. They know exactly why I'm wearing this color. So, but good question. I am. I just need to get like a friend or somebody that's like a genius at TikTok that can just
turn it on.
It's on. It's there.
No,
I just haven't. Yeah, but I swear, and I say the truth, and TikTok's owned by China, so they're not gonna.
Yeah, but
check out the other
Yeah, but
side.
they banned Streets and Jessica.
Yeah, but
they are nothing.
Okay,
Imagine me being on.
Check it out, though. Check it out. They also not letting Chris with the Hellcat stream on YouTube, so they're all the same. I don't trust any of them.
No, but until they get their thing. It's all because of that Flag Is Here song.
That's an abuse of copyright.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And
It's warfare.
they're letting that happen.
No, it's disgusting.
Because now what
It's
I could do is find like a
disgusting.
group and they're protesting, just buy a track and then copyright strike them.
Right, so we mute it. I'm smart, or I play my music. Hey guys, yeah, ask Elizabeth Moss or Jimmy Kimmel. Why don't you talk about Scientology and Scientologists on your show, like Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Moss? They're hardcore Scientologists, guys. They don't want to talk about it. Bring it up. There's human trafficking, disconnection of families, child trafficking, child abuse, Sea Org neglect. Look it up, guys. Look it up. These are the celebrities of Scientology. Make sure you ask them. Just mention it when you get in there. Mention, why do you not talk about Scientology on the Jimmy Kimmel show? Big question. Big question. All right, let's. I'm gonna go to the very front again, guys, so that Hollywood can see this, and so the people coming in from the back, just like we were showing you, right over here. Oh, our reserve VIP. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you if I could ever remix one. I do mostly electronic.
Hell
music.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Your soul is great. You have my permission.
All right. No, but
He's
in
got
the future,
it.
I just
That's what I mean. You
later
can take.
on we'll
Just
talk
tell
and-
me what song, and then
because
be
we
like,
need
go for it.
vocals. We need vocals.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
Maybe get remix one of your older ones.
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, but guys, I wrote these songs as like healing for when I wasn't allowed to speak. So I was like, like the I Love You song or Haunted Friend. Haunted Friend was about people who killed themselves in the Sea Org. And nobody ever knows about it. And it's like, please tell me what you wanted to say. Please tell me what you cared about, because I care. So yeah, I love how you said that. I actually was I just started speaking out on YouTube, guys, 4 months ago. I've been making music since I left Scientology.
Oh, nice. Music heals everything.
Yeah. Do you know what an SP is? Are you not going to talk to me? Wow. Why does somebody who possibly knows what an SP is that works here turns around? You're not going to talk to me? Do you know what Scientology is? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Do you know what Scientology is? You know Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. Tom Cruise, all the people that Jimmy... Hey, ask Elizabeth Moss or Jimmy why they don't talk about Scientology. Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. She supports a human trafficking organization hiding behind a religious status. Ask her how she's able to do A Handmaid's Tale and be a Scientologist at the same time. Aren't they the same thing? Which one is she acting in, Scientology or The Handmaid's Tale? Ask her this, guys. Ask Jimmy Kimmel why he doesn't ever speak about Scientology on his show. Aw, it's been sold out, guys. It's a sold out show for Elizabeth Moss. I did see Jacob Collier on the lineup as a music entertainment, and he does seem like he seems like a really good, obvious producer and joyful guy. But I wonder if he knows anything about what's going on with Elizabeth Moss, Scientology, all this celebrity manipulation, and why, like, it would just be so great if somebody could just text. If you're out there and you happen to know Jacob Collier, he's like a music, he's on the lineup right now with as a guest musician or whatever. So he could maybe in the green room just bump and ask Elizabeth Moss why she, like, what's the deal? What's the deal, Elizabeth? Why are you able to be a hardcore Scientologist and be on one of the most popular TV shows, I guess, The Handmaid's Tale, which is all about cult control and manipulative belief systems, and she is in one. And why is she not talking about it? And why does she spend millions of dollars? Elizabeth Moss, who's going on, is a hardcore Scientologist. Jimmy Kimmel will never ask any of these celebrity Scientology actors or actresses anything about Scientology on his air. Ask him why. Ask him why he signs contracts that will not allow him to ask anything about Scientology guest celebrities. Why has Jimmy Kimmel never asked Tom Cruise or Elizabeth Moss about their beautiful religion, Scientology? Think about that, guys. You're supporting something. At least have a voice and ask the executives of this company why they don't expose Scientology. Proud SB. Oh, I like your colors. Nice. Goldenrod. Hi. Are you going to see Elizabeth Moss? Are you going to see Elizabeth Moss? Yeah, she's a hardcore Scientologist. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Well, let's talk about it. So you're going up. I'll show you where you guys have to go. But it would be really cool, guys. It's over here. If you could just ask in the crowd, hey, Elizabeth, I have a question. Aren't you a Scientologist? How come you never talk about it? Or, hey, Elizabeth, how come you're in The Handmaid's Tale and you're in one of the biggest cults in America, Scientology? And why do you spend millions of your dollars on an organization that human traffics children? They human trafficked me. I was born and raised in their internal organization. And I just got out, and my whole family, there's another policy you can ask. Why does Scientology have a disconnection policy from their family members?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to see her. Maybe even mention it to Jimmy in the crowd if you have a chance. Just say, hey, how come you never talk about Scientology with any of your Scientology guests? You could say that. Thank you. That's a very nice thing to say. Thank you, guys. Try to mention that. I think they are, guys. I think they're going to mention it. What up? Scientology sucks. Yeah, thank you. Oh, they do suck your money. Suck your life out of you. Scientology sucks your life out of you, takes your money, breaks up families, disconnection policies. My mom and dad are in it, and I'm excommunicated, no longer allowed to talk to them. And here they are, Elizabeth Moss, hardcore Scientologist, getting interviewed by Jimmy Kimmel and not once asking about Scientology. Why are Scientology celebrities not allowed to talk about Scientology on the air? Why did Jimmy Kimmel never ask his Scientology celebrity guests about Scientology? He's not allowed. He's contracted to not ask. But thank you. You said that's true. I'm glad you were listening. Hi. Hey, guys, you going to see the Jimmy Kimmel show?
No.
No? Oh, good. Thank you, darling. Hey, a rocker's got to have some good shoes. Got to kick some ass. Born and raised LA. Born right down the street. Nice. KOLS. That's what I listen to when I'm chilling. And everything else is playing garbage. Nice. Fuck yeah, dude. Listen to me. My band is Lara FM. Look, that's the number one question. Oh, y'all gotta focus. There you are. Yeah. He's getting it.
That's my room right there. Bodyguard.
That's great. Hey, you hold this. Can you hold that? Let me give you a CD.
I never made it before.
This is my CD. I do 80s and 90s music. I write all my stuff.
I want to get married already.
Is that Chris without a Hellcat? Hell no! Oh my God. Dude. Wait, are you yours on?
What do you mean?
On YouTube.
No, they banned my live.
Because of the flag thing?
Yeah.
You're the best, though. That's why, because you are. This guy is the best. He was getting in the. But you're going back on. I think that you just have to go through the thing. Guys, he's coming back on. There's no way legally that they'll get away with this. He just mute. He can literally just mute everything.
Yeah.
So they struck him 3 times purposely that night so that it would take this amount of time to get back up. But he's good. Chris Wadala. All right. You gonna play my shit? You tell my live. You gonna play my stuff on the radio? He wants to get married, but first you gotta play the music. Okay. You said you like the 80s and 90s. He's KOLS.
Well, yeah.
Get up on it.
MTV.
Good. Get up on it. Where do you think all this comes from? Hello. You should be on a mission. You should be announcing everything about Scientology right now. I write everything. Who? Roxette? Blondie?
No, Blondie. Look at Blondie. Blondie! Kick it out!
That's a good one.
Right, baby.
I'll take it.
That's a good
I'll take it. All right, guys.
Blondie doesn't have shoes like that, though.
Oh, yeah, she does. Y'all don't know Blondie. Look it up. Look it up. Play it. Blast it.
I think that's them right there, no?
Yeah, no, that's the... So they go in there's the back parking lot where they send all their guests. Yeah. So I've been going there, but I also come up here and I'll be back. But it's just because these are the main security that work for Jimmy. So I keep asking them, why do you think Jimmy never mentioned Scientology ever on his show? Why does he not ask Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Moss, who are hardcore Scientologists, anything about their show about Scientology? Why is Elizabeth Moss on the #1 television show called The Handmaid's Tale and is literally in a cult? Just like The Handmaid's Tale, only futuristically now. How does that sound, guys? How is this happening, you know?
I'm going to go check out over there. Maybe they could put me on.
Oh, maybe you can go in.
Oh, I'm going to go undercover.
No, I'll tell you. Oh, man, somebody I did just see. I didn't even know him. A random person, as I was telling people, I was like, you going to see Elizabeth Moss? They're like, yeah. I was like, okay, you know she's Scientology? No. I was like, do you know she? And they're like, no, we hate Scientology. I'm like, please, in the audience, just ask Jimmy, hey, I know, I mean, maybe you don't want to talk about it. I was like, maybe just ask Jimmy or Elizabeth. Just say, if you're a Scientologist, how come you never talk about Scientology? Yeah. Jimmy, how come you've had Tom Cruise on and Elizabeth? How come they've never mentioned Scientology once?
Look, he packed it up.
Pack it up! That's right.
Yeah, pack it up, guys.
Oh, is this, were you doing a Jimmy Kimmel set? Yo, ask Jimmy why he never asked about Scientology. Why on his shows when he's had Tom Cruise, Elizabeth Moss, why he never asked about Scientology? Do you know the answer? He has space. Just don't touch me. Trust me, I'm not going to touch him. And he's smiling. He's not afraid of me whatsoever. Ask Jimmy, though. Ask Jimmy. Why do you have Tom Cruise? How is it possible? How is it possible that this host... Yeah, can you back up? You're scaring me. You should ask him. You should say, why do you have these Scientology, obviously Scientologists on your show, and not once have you mentioned Scientology?
What kind of man are you?
Do you think possibly because Jimmy has contracts where he's not allowed to ask Scientology things? I think so. Why is that? Seems like a cult. Seems like a little cult. But I mean, not trying to attack you creative artists. Ask Jimmy. Ask your boss. Guys, there you go. Guys, I'm gonna tell him. So listen, guys, you're about to go see Elizabeth Moss. She's a hardcore Scientologist. Yeah, she doesn't want you to hear this. She's a hardcore Scientologist, and Scientology is a human trafficking, child trafficking organization hiding behind a religion. Elizabeth Moss has spent millions of dollars to Scientology.
They don't like the gays either.
She is OT5, guys. She's very involved. How did she get away with being in a Hollywood series when she is in a cult? Letting human trafficking allowed by her money, by her donations. Same with Tom Cruise. Ask Jimmy Kimmel. Hey, ask Jimmy why he doesn't mention Scientology on his show. Ask Jimmy. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat.
I'm like, yeah, those people are crazy.
No, it's fine. They hear it though. They hear it. As long as they hear it, one of them out of all these hundreds of people, actually there were already people like hate Scientology. So one of them are gonna stand up and say, "Are you a Scientologist?" or something. That would be great.
I don't know if the show's formats like that.
No, but if somebody's sitting in a crowd, they're allowed to. Are you going to see the Elizabeth Moss, Jimmy Kimmel? You guys, she's a hardcore Scientologist, and you probably don't care, don't know, but she puts millions of dollars. You guys are probably Scientologists. Are you Scientologists? Good. She said no. That means she really isn't. Hey, ask Jimmy Kimmel why he never talks about Scientology. Girls, just follow. Yeah, you're gonna stand right there. Just turn around while I tell you something. Ask Jimmy or Elizabeth why they have Scientologists on their show and they never talk about Scientology. Tom Cruise is a hardcore Scientologist. Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. Why do they not talk about Scientology ever on their shows? I'm a declared SP. I was born and raised in the internal Scientology organizations. I used to put Elizabeth Moss ethics in. I used to get her up the bridge. Ask her about Scientology if she loves it so much.
I'm going to go around the back.
Oh, yeah.
We catch her?
I'll show you.
Yeah, go on Rumble. They always say it's right wing, but
Hey, guys. Scientology is a cult. Okay, guys, I'm going to... Whoa. Okay, I feel like I need to switch hands because my camera... Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you, guys. Hi. Hold on, let me put this while I check some comments real quick. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I don't care if you're not or not. Get it. Oh, sorry, guys. Look, he won't dig. Let's do disconnection as child, all that. Let's get some good ones. Like real clear so you can see what it says. Look at that guy. You got a nice camera, man. All right, the other side, there's two sides to this. Ready? The other side is proud SP. I'm an SP, so I'm very proud. SP is somebody who's disconnected from Scientology. Jimmy Kimmel has Scientologists all the time on his show, and never once does he ask about Scientology. You should ask him, hey, Jimmy, my man, why don't you ever bring up Scientology? He'd be like, oh, they contracted me. They told me I'm not allowed to. But that should be exposed. That should be known. Why does a hardcore Scientologist like Tom Cruise or Elizabeth Moss just not talk about it?
Yeah.
It's corrupt. It's a cult. That's why. When you cannot talk about the thing that supposedly helps you so much, then you're in a cult. Like if you can't talk about help and freeing people, you're in a cult. All right. Hold on. Yes. Hold on. He's got a better sign than me. It makes more sense. You're awesome. Thank you. What's your name? Are you random or you? Okay, you want follow me on Instagram if you want. Lara LA. Here, I'll give you a sticker. Or here, I'll give you a CD. You like
That's
music?
even better.
I do 80s and 90s kind of vibe. Oh my God, you're amazing, guys. Only cool people have CD players. Thank you. Send me the photos. I would love those. Cool. Oh, did they open up their gates? It looks like we might be able to walk just freely back here. We can just walk. Oh, look, he's like, no. I know the rules. I was joking. Little baby boy. I was just playing with you. The security guards at the Scientology bases do not. They are not playful. They are not. Yeah, at least you laugh and you're being fun. Like you're on your job. You're not. You know you're gonna go home at some point. Scientology security guards do not go home, and they work there 24/7, and so they're very like they don't even like to stand around us because we might tell them something that might deprogram them. It's literally just like so. But you work for Kimmel, or you just do the security or the gates here, right here. You just do the gates and stuff. What is? Do you have like a specific position or not?
Not necessarily allowed to associate, like to talk, but yeah, just security.
Yeah, I'm not associating. I'm just asking questions. Okay. You know that Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. No, she's a hardcore Scientologist. She's a hardcore Scientologist, and she's being interviewed by Jimmy. And Jimmy Kimmel is not allowed to ask any Scientologist about Scientology. That's the truth. You should ask your boss. Ask Jimmy Kimmel why he does not talk about Scientology with his guest hosts that are hardcore Scientologists. All right, guys, let's wake up to reality. Acting and modeling and everything's great, but not when it's corrupt and being abusive to somebody else. It's going to get called out, and you guys don't want to be a part of it. Trust me.
We're going to the other side because there's a lot of security right there.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's get him on all ends.
Let's
get him on all ends.
Most security has the best haircuts, though.
Are you gonna? Should I go with you guys? Yeah, let's do both. Let's do it. We can. Heck yeah.
I noticed most security guards.
Chris, what do you do when you're not like filming stuff? Do you go to school or something?
No.
You're only 21.
Yeah.
So gross. I thought you were like sort of the papa brother of the pack. I thought you were 27, and I was like, well, Chris. And then confident Chris was like, I'm 25, and I was like, no way, because he looks like a cute little baby. But I'm 37. I'm literally almost 40, guys. I'm almost 38. February 12th, I turned. But I'm just saying, like, so to me, I'm like, oh, that shows like I really didn't have a childhood or any kind of measuring stick of like how old somebody is at what time. Like, I have no idea. So I'm like, what? How do you have this much knowledge? How do you have this much like strength to be attacking Scientology at 21? Oh, you weren't born and raised in it. That's why. Hey, I know you guys are going to ask the right questions. She gave me the hot wink. She did. The hot girl was like, I'm going to do it. That's so cool. Guys, ask good questions. Be good guests. Make it hard. Make it hard for them.
Ask a serious question. Ask about
What do you want to ask? What do you want to ask? She was about to come back and ask me something. She's going to do something. And these other couple that went into, they just need to stand up and say one thing. Like, I know something. Just anything to get it on the air.
Why can't Jimmy ask that question about Elizabeth? Ask the question.
Are you guys going to see the Jimmy Kimmel show? I like your outfit. You've got one of the coolest ones here. I've seen a bunch walking down here. Yours is the khaki style I like. All right, guys, be smart as Americans and wherever you're from, and just know that you're allowed to ask anything. And just simply say, I have a beautiful question for Elizabeth Moss. Darling, if you're a Scientologist, why do you never talk about it? Do it. And just pretend you're English so you don't get in trouble. I'm going back tomorrow, so don't... Oh my God, stop it! I can really put on a really good English accent. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just saying, you can literally be like, Elizabeth Moss, I love Scientology. Why don't you ever talk about it? I think that would just stir some beautiful magic.
She's an amazing rock star.
Yeah, come see one of my shows. I'll see you after the show. Come see me. I'll give you a ticket. Ciao, bellas. All right, we should go to the...
I'm going to handle this.
Okay, I'm going to go. I want to get the back end. I want to get the back end.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Proud SB. Oh, my God. I got to fix my heart. My heart is freezing.
You get local discount. No more against the tour.
Hey, now. Hey, as long as you're not Scientology tours, we're okay. Scientology's a cult. Don't ever get involved. It'll screw you up. Darling. What is her name? Let's see what her name is. Star. Oh my God, her name is Star. Star, you should Google SPTV on YouTube, and you're going to find out about Elizabeth Moss and how connected she is in Scientology. Looks like they all walk away. Oh, she got to walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away. All right. Let's go to the back end of this, guys. So we'll see. Oh, you guys still sitting here? Do you need to come closer? Because now I'm here. You're just bored. I don't want to be mean to you. I feel like your guys are really listening. You probably don't know anything about Scientology or anything, and if you do, I think you should kind of step back and think, what could I do from the position I'm in right now? Why does Jimmy Kimmel never ask about Scientology? That shouldn't be okay. Like, we should have real artists, real actors being who they are, out openly, not being dishonest, not being in a corrupt cult, and then Jimmy gets paid because he had him on his air. Wrong entrance, guys. You're going to see Elizabeth Moss. She's a hardcore Scientologist. You're going to go down there to get in. But when you get in, you should probably ask. Do listen to me. It's down here. You guys have to come down here. Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. You are supporting Elizabeth Moss by seeing Jimmy Kimmel. We're going to walk down with these guys because I feel like they want to listen to me. Or not. Oh, look, they're going the other way. What up, Foo Fighters? Love that shirt, band. I love the shirt and I love the band. And fuck Scientology! Disconnection equals Scientology. Human trafficking is Scientology. All above the Jimmy Kimmel. Proud SP, guys. Proud SP. Zenu Weenu. So, okay, I'm walking to the back end, which is I have to go all the way around the block, all the way around the block. I am talking in the phone so that it does not pick up the music. I'm learning, guys, learning and loving. All right, we're going down Orange Drive because I want to see the back end, if it's closer to where all the people coming into the Jimmy Kimmel show are on the back end. Well, kind of. Let's see. I just love all the people that are reading. Like they're like, what is this bright orange girl doing? So we can see where they come in and out. And their back positions. Yeah. All right, let's see on this back end, guys. Here we go. Oh, look at that. We can go down here. Let's go down here, get closer to the back end. Is this a hotel? Yeah. Oh, it's a hospital? Oh, I thought you were going in there. Office building. Do you live here or are you just walking?
No, I work here.
You work in this building?
Yeah.
Oh, not Jimmy Kimmel?
No.
Okay. I was about to get at you. Hi. Looks like somebody already got put in an ambulance. Who's getting put in the ambulance? Isn't Tom Cruise here? Can't he just do a touch assist? Can't he just use some Scientology? They don't need the ambulance, right? Isn't there an accident? Just come out of the car and fix the whole situation with one finger. Feel my finger? Thank you. You're now revived from your car accident. Literally. Or maybe we gave them too much information for them to handle.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, I can't be in here. This is Elizabeth. I'm going to go crazy.
Because I was going to say, like, Elizabeth Moss, she's probably going to roll in with a Scientology crew, no? Like her staff is probably Scientologists?
Her staff definitely, for sure, like her assistants and stuff like that, for sure. But they're not like Tom Cruise, where they know there's going to be people. Because people nobody knew who Elizabeth Moss was. And then I said, do you know what the Handmaid's Tale? Oh, yeah, I love that. Then you know who she is, and she's making money. She is donating her money and time into this.
Hey, I guess somebody couldn't take it.
They couldn't hold that OT Xenu information. Who makes a sign crooked like this? Only me. But it does work because if it's completely straight up, then it's annoying. Look, I can rest it.
Yeah, that way you could rest
And
it.
I can be like, hey, la, la, la. We stand tall.
Dude, that song has been stuck in my head.
Oh, the flag song, right?
No, we stand tall.
We stand tall.
Is that a song?
Everybody. Everybody.
It's, we stand tall. On the way.
Doom, doom, boom, boom, doom, boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah, but I'm also tough as fuck, and if they come near me, that's more evidence. That's more evidence. Anything they do or try to do to me, I should say try to do, is more evidence, and boy, am I alert. I'm very aware. I can see somebody watching me from blocks away. Totally, and I'm not afraid of them, so I think that also probably is making them not send idiots to me.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing in the chat? How's everybody doing? Okay, guys, tell me in the chat. Is this doggle or whatever this is called? What is this called?
Gimbal.
Gimbal. I kept saying Jimmy Gimbal because I was like, my friend, let me use the gimbal. Is this Jimmy Gimbal? No. Okay, that's enough, guys. Is it better or not? Is the gimbal better, guys, or should I just use my hand?
It keeps it stabilized, just like steady.
Yeah, it does. Once you get used to it, it gets better.
And then they're talking to Jimmy Kimmel's staff.
Oh, yeah. The wind came in. We got some more protesters coming to expose Elizabeth Moss and her deep connection to Scientology, her loving, deep, desirable connection to Scientology, where she spends millions of dollars. Okay. Yeah. I'll be on this side.
Hey, what's up,
I want to see who's coming in and letting people know. All right. Great. Good. Thank you, guys. Gimbal rocks. Okay. Good, guys. I'm glad it works much better than my craziness. Mr. Bramblett Jr. says, Lara, when Elizabeth appears, ask her why she disconnected from Joey Chait. I guess it's Chait. Joey Chait is Izzy Chait's, the artist's son, and he's gay, and that's probably why she had to disconnect, because he wanted to eventually leave Scientology because he knows it's gross and garbage and anti-fucking everything. Literally anti-life. That's what I was going to say. Not even just homophobic, just anti-life.
Do you have any Peaches Gildahl stories?
Hun?
Peaches Gildahl.
Who's that?
She was like a British socialite. I think she was involved with Scientology.
Sounds familiar, but not really. You work for Jimmy? Or are you just a paparazzi? Paparazzi! Photographers?
Yeah.
Celebrity
Paparazzi,
photojournalists.
No, I joke about it. AKA paparazzi.
They usually come in through here.
Are you just trying to get the physical photo?
Yeah.
Or are you trying to expose something?
No, we just
You're just trying to get that gross Hollywood photo. That's your paparazzi for you guys. Hey! Ask Elizabeth Moss why she doesn't talk about Scientology. Ask Jimmy why they don't bring up Scientology on his show. That's right, loud and clear. Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist, and Jimmy Kimmel loves hosting Scientologists on his shows because he knows he signed a contract that says, I will not ask them about Scientology. And that's the only reason he has them on the show. Whereas other big platforms would easily ask them about Scientology. Jimmy won't. Jimmy won't, because he'd rather have the money and the Hollywood lifestyle instead of exposing a corrupt child trafficking, human trafficking organization hiding behind a religious status. Tax-free. Tax-free, Jimmy. Something you wish you could be. Oh, yeah. This is definitely where anybody going backstage is getting. So this is grantastical, guys. We're in the right spot. We're right backstage where everybody goes in. So... Oops. No, Jenna, I don't lose my voice, honey. I have a very strong rocker voice, and I do not lose it. I should have gotten some water, though. I'll get some soon. Because they just put this up. That's why, guys. That's why. They were like, how do we do this? Somebody said, why are they going to the parking lot? This is why, guys. But this is great. So let's extend this up.
They blocked it so you can't see the protesters.
Oh. Guys, I'm going to try to make it so you can see over.
So they've probably been protesting before.
Maybe. Or celebrities. They're probably just used to this. Nice try, guys. You're not going to be able to seal it all up. Scientology and its gross members are going to be exposed. And Elizabeth Moss can go ahead and read this sign. She should know what a proud SP is. Scientology equals disconnection, family disconnection, elderly abuse, child neglect, elderly neglect. Said still waiting for stage music, main music. Let them know. Let them know.
Also, folks,
Yeah, I don't even know.
me neither, yeah.
So, free Patreon. Mods, please share the Patreon.
Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist, and you guys are supporting Jimmy Kimmel, who never asks anything about Scientology. And you're a Scientologist. That chick is a Scientologist. Jimmy Kimmel is a supporter of not exposing Scientology because he'd rather have his fancy hosts, being not Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Moss, give thousands and millions of dollars to Scientology, and they are trafficking. They are a human trafficking organization hiding behind a religion. They child traffic children. They child traffic humans from across the country, pretending they're giving them a religious free status entry into the country. You guys never ask Scientology celebrities on this show, like Elizabeth Moss, why she's a Scientologist. You don't even talk about Scientology. And Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Moss are hardcore Scientologists, giving their money and giving their time and power to human trafficking children through Scientology Sea Org organizations. Exactly. I was born and raised in it. I know. Wow is correct. It's disgusting. Now, if I was just... Guys, I don't know how to... Yeah, exactly. I told him I know. I do know. Okay. Somebody just said, wow. Guys, the battery on this, that's probably why these things suck. Is because the battery fails so quickly. Okay. Jimmy is a Scientologist. No, Jim, I don't know. Who knows? And it doesn't seem like otherwise. But he has people like Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Moss and other Scientologists that have been on his show, and he never, ever asked them about Scientology. Like, can we get a real host, a real, like, you know, entertainment host who's going to ask real questions and real things and stop keeping this like Hollywood facade about actors who are good actors but are horrible people, or people that are great people that are supporting a horrible organization and they're just, oh, I don't know about it and it's helped me, so I'm fine. And your money is going to continue to support a Scientology organization that is human trafficking children, giving them a life that they think they're going to have, and then they don't. They're like, it's so manipulative, guys. It's so manipulative. And then you have Elizabeth Moss, like, ooh, I'm going on my Jimmy Kimmel appointment show. Like, no, get a life. Get a real life, guys. Is there anybody coming? Yeah. Okay, I'm waiting until they come.
Even on the way in, yeah, she had a little sparkling. Right, but that's... No worries.
Just another day.
We're here.
You know what? That chick, I just realized who that chick was.
Who is it?
The one with the curly green hair. Oh my goodness. The one with the curly green hair is a chef. And she does, these are definitely Jimmy Kimmel and these kinds of shows. She would do the chef work for, oops, I must have accidentally. Oh guys, the Kimmel just died. That's why I'm upside down. The Kimmel. The Kimmel is not working on my Kimmel. Anybody got that Viagra for the Jimmy Kimmel? Because my Kimball isn't working. Oh God, guys, just when I got a good phone. What's happening? God, get that. Scientology's a cult, and Elizabeth Moss is a huge supporter. She spends all of her money donating to Scientology, guys. Ask Jimmy Kimmel why he never once asked his host guests, Scientologist host guests, about Scientology. Ask. Why doesn't Jimmy ever talk about Scientology when he has Tom Cruise, Elizabeth Moss, all on the show, and they're hardcore members? They love Scientology. They want to promote it to everybody. Why don't they talk about it on the show? Why does he never ask them these normal questions? I talked to you about Catholicism. Oh, you're this, you're that. They're Scientologists. Ask Jimmy why he doesn't talk about Scientology when he has hardcore Scientology guests on his show. Ask Elizabeth Moss how Scientology has helped her.
Maybe it bought her a house.
Yeah, good job.
And maybe it got her a box of animal crackers.
You don't think that it bought her, you don't think her career bought her a house and that Scientology's taking the money for the house? Get a...
I have the animal crackers myself.
Yeah, that's what happens when people don't want to hear the truth about Scientology and celebrity Hollywood stars that are Scientologists. Sorry, guys. They're all coming in here, so I want you to see. My Gimbal isn't working, but I want them to read this so they know. Elderly abuse is Scientology. While celebrity Scientologists like Elizabeth Moss get pampered by their own Scientology crews, and there are children in human trafficking and underage children joining the Sea Org, being manipulated, and never once talking about their quote unquote religion. Ask about Scientology. Ask Elizabeth Moss why she never speaks about Scientology if she loves it so much. I think they got it a little bit. I know one of y'all are going to ask, so just do me a favor and do the world a favor and ask. Why does Jimmy Kimmel never ask his Scientology celebrity guests about Scientology? Why does he let Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise be on such a big air television show and never once is allowed to ask about Scientology? So please, somebody, ask Elizabeth Moss how Scientology has helped her acting career. Since we all know she's a very hardcore, dedicated Scientologist who gives millions and millions of dollars to Scientology, which is a human trafficking, child trafficking organization that covers up Danny Masterson's rape. He raped 3 Scientologists, and Scientology covered it up because, he could just get it off in auditing, just like Elizabeth Moss. So now think about the type of people you guys are watching and supporting. Let that sink in your head. Why does Elizabeth Moss never talk about Scientology, yet she's on a Handmaid's Tale that is all about a cult? Gee, I wonder why she acts so well. What a great position for her to be in. So one of you, if you're smart and ballsy and loving enough, please just raise your hand. And when they ask, hey, what's your question? Why do you never talk about Scientology, Jimmy? Why do you never talk about Scientology, Elizabeth Moss? Got some secrets. Okay, guys, I'm going to go find Defender of Ants to defend my ass on this. You know what is cool, guys? Look, even though it goes this way. Hello, somebody help me. I'm being hung up on Scientology's poison. Okay, but I can just, look, guys, he told me I'm able to just take it off like that. It's like a magnet. So that is very cool. I can just take it off. I haven't watched it either. I think I was grossed out about even thinking about watching it. Hey, guys, can you do us a favor? Ask Elizabeth Moss why she never talks about Scientology. Why does she spend millions of dollars? She's a hardcore Scientologist. And this is a human trafficking organization that breaks up and splits up families if you choose not to be a Scientologist. I would know because I'm a born and raised all the way till 24 years old. I was an ethics officer. I was an internal Sea Org member as a baby doing this stuff. We would pamper celebrities like Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise. And they are hardcore Scientologists spending millions. You guys are giving the money you watch to watch her goes to Scientology. So think about that. But for now, let's just start with any of you. If any of you could ask Jimmy or Elizabeth Moss why they never talk about Scientology when they are Scientologists or when Jimmy has hardcore Scientologists on his stage. Or just say, hi, Elizabeth Moss. I'm a huge Scientologist. I just wanted you to tell us how much it's helping you. What's so hard about that question? It's a good thing. Start thinking about it, guys. Elizabeth Moss is part of a cult, and she did The Handmaid's Tale, which is making so much money, and she gives it back to the cult that she's stuck in, guys, that she defends, that humans traffic children like me, who had no life of their own until I got out and had to disconnect from all of my family members and anybody that's a Scientologist, because I choose to expose it. So if you could simply just ask her, hey, Jimmy, why do you guys never talk about Scientology? Isn't it great? Isn't it changing your life, Elizabeth Moss? You're on OT5, at least. OT5, you already have learned about Xenu and all the aliens. So let her answer you that question. Why does Jimmy Kimmel and Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise, these guests that he has on his show, Never talk about Scientology. Do the math. And if you work here, you know. So this is for the guests. If you're a smart, cool guest, email me after the show and let me know what you did to expose Scientology and ask Elizabeth Moss what Scientology has done to help her. Yeah, it's gross. Millions of dollars, guys. You're going to see this fancy, beautiful lady. Wow, she's such a great actress. Put that in your head. I know you're good people, so just think about it. All right, guys. I'm going on the other side. I need to get water on the way. I always have a little bottle of water in here or electrolytes. I'm going to go on the other side or in the front, whatever. Guys, I really hope that somebody, out of all of the people that are going in there waiting to go in, I mean, I'm counting on you guys. I'm counting on them. Please. Please just mention it. Even if it's a good thing, just mention, hey, Elizabeth Moss, I'm in the crowd here at Jimmy Kimmel show. Are you a Scientologist or not? Let's talk about that. It just makes no sense. How can somebody who is famous for a series of being in a cult and all these like very manipulative acting like parts, roles, and she's literally in a cult in Scientology and she never talks about it? That should be the biggest red flag ever. That somebody so dedicated to their quote unquote religion or their beliefs never talks about it openly, on the record, on the Jimmy Kimmel show. It's just gross. Yet people hearing it when I'm saying it, literally one guy in the line was like, gross. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the outcome of this is in terms of getting Jimmy to start talking about why he doesn't talk about Scientology on Scientologist hosted shows, on his shows that hosting these mega Scientology donors and donators, human trafficking, people who know nothing about what's going on in the internal. Anyways, you guys get what I mean. There's a sign that says mom's favorite. I'm like, yeah, I'm mom's favorite. I'm sure I'm mama's favorite. Oops. Jimmy has an X account. I don't know what that means. Oh, Twitter. Oh, good. Twitter, guys. Tweet him.
Yeah,
Tweet Jimmy. How tweet. Ask Elizabeth how Scientology's helped her.
That's what everybody's doing right now. It's going viral. Right?
Yeah, go. Everybody tweet Jimmy Kimmel and say, ask about Scientology. Ask about how Scientology has changed Elizabeth Moss' life. Ask about Scientology's disconnection. How is Elizabeth Moss a Scientologist when they disconnect family members as a policy letter, as a standing order by L. Ron Hubbard? Ask that. Why does Scientology have disconnection policy from family members if they're trying to help people and their families in the world? These are the questions that need to be asked. Jimmy, why do you have Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Moss on your show and never once have you asked or questioned them about their Scientology beliefs or anything?
This is the front of the show? I don't know if they entered through here.
No, this is the front. This is the PR. This is the BS entrance. The actual entrance is in the back where the VIPs go, or on the side over here. What up, Joker?
Why so serious?
Why so serious? Because Scientology exists. Guys, Scientology is a cult. Don't do it. Don't get involved. They'll separate you all up from your family. Hey, make sure to ask Elizabeth Moss. Make sure to ask Elizabeth Moss about Scientology. Ask her why she never talks about Scientology when she's a hardcore Scientologist. OT5. She knows all about Xenu and all those body thetans. She audits every day, as she should if she's OT5 or OT7. Yeah. Oh, he probably went to his van to reset. Probably because his gimbal died.
What is he not prepared, man?
Howdy. You look like a happy soldier. Oh, look at him. What is it, a Jeter?
Oh, it's just a
regular J-Jong?
Yeah, it's implemented somehow. Infused.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't know what that means.
Somebody just gave
I love you.
Oh, thank you. I thought you were just being nice.
I saw you on my computer and I go, what am I doing here? Being sick on my futon.
Oh.
I was so sick on my futon.
Oh.
Then I watch you for 20 minutes. I go, I can't just sit here.
That is so sweet. Thank you. What do you mean you're sick?
I mean, well, where I live, it's kind of rough for about the past 3
you mean
years.
like it's a poopy area. I was like, you're sick and you gonna share a joint with me?
Let me put it this way. You want some?
No, I was just saying you were offering it to me and you just said you were sick. So I was like, wait, that doesn't
I offered
add
some
up.
to the guy with the cool shades, but he didn't want it. There's a snappy dresser down there.
Yeah.
I like his suit.
You never know though, because there's all like weed
I
is
know.
laced with all kinds of things.
Well, not at MMD because they know who I am and they treat me well.
Fine, I'll have a little poof. Thank you for
this is
coming
really-
down. You came. It's already lit.
It's just a charge. It's just a flummox.
It's a flow.
It's a flow in the air, in the smoke.
Thank you,
can't
sweetie.
have any kids.
That's so cool. So you just saw me live right now.
I saw you live like 45 minutes ago, and I go, I'm not going down there. And I just lay there, and I got madder and madder. So
You're like, why am I not going
why am I
down
not
there?
down here?
Oh, thank you. It's supportive, guys. This is supportive. Hold on. Let me catch up. That's sweet. Lara passed. No, it's not. I don't like spliffs, guys. I don't like tobacco. Like, I don't like cigarette. I don't mind a little infused extra dose, with the marijuana. Go ahead and strengthen up on me. But
Welcome to California.
Yeah, it's got to be straight marijuana, and that's it. I'm not interested in tobacco, cigarettes,
Or PCP.
nothing.
Nope.
I'm not interested in nothing other than marijuana, period. If I'm smoking it, it better just be marijuana. Make that very clear. Very clear. All right, guys, turning you back around. I love you all. Lara, look at your super chats. Oh, thank you, Nora. God, I just need a little organization in my life, you guys. Okay, here we go. Hi. It's so dark. This is so dark. Fishhook Mama. Hi, thank you, honey. I just ordered your music. Thank you for playing it because now I'm hooked. Thank you. Aw, maybe I should play it more then. That's so sweet. The world needs more brave souls like you, Lara. Jimmy Kimmel is a coward. By him not speaking out, it's like he's saying it's okay. Exactly. What is Jimmy, pro-human trafficking and pro-child abuse? Exactly. I don't believe he is, but he can't pretend. He can't just go, oh, yeah, Scientology's weird. Okay, welcome, Elizabeth Moss. You can't do that as a show host. I can't do that as Lara FM and feel okay about it. So, no, if you're a show host like that, and you've already had Scientologists up on your stuff, then no, you don't get a free pass, Jimmy. You've had many a times to be a good host, and you could do it. Let's see, Jimmy. Let's see if you change your script up today and you cancel your contracts and start asking about Scientology. Start asking. Okay, anyways, yes, thank you for your super chat, brave darling, Kestrel. Okay. Is there more? Hi, oh no, Nora! Ask Elizabeth, did you pay extra to have children audit away your sins? Did you pay extra to have minors. I should say something that will hit her. Children, because I feel like she'll just be like, oh, children are small beings and big beings in a small body. I think the mentality of the Scientologist mind, she won't get that. But if I say, if we say something like, did you pay extra to get a minor to audit you? That might make her go, oh, whoa. I mean, a minor was auditing me, but what do you mean, did I pay extra? Oh, I don't know. I feel like it might get her to start thinking. But that's a very good point. That's a very good point. Did you pay extra to get a specific, comfortable person that you felt like you could just say everything to? Gross. Thank you, Onora. You're amazing. You guys are all amazing. Is there any more? I'll come check again, guys. Oh yeah. Sorry. I can do this once I really oops, hi. I'm making sure that I don't miss any, guys. I love you, and I hate missing super chats. I think that's just like the worst is when I miss a super chat. I'm like, oh, I didn't even acknowledge it. And thank you guys for ordering my music and stuff. And also thank you guys for listening to it enough to know that I love my music. I made music when I was so vulnerable and uncomfortable and when I was so sad or when I was like freaking alcoholic running around and trying to get through life. Like music. Love it. It's been my safeguard through life. Okay. I love you guys so much. Yes, Surge is on the way, guys. Surge Down Mar is on the way. At literally Surge. Good job, you guys. See? Foxy is amazing. She was with me earlier at Big Blue protesting this morning. If you guys didn't see it, it's the video right before this one. It's the first video. Yeah, it is an amazing question. There's lots of good questions. And even while I'm yelling at people, there's different things to say to the Scientology celebrities, the active Scientologists. And then there's different things to say to people who are supporting the active Scientologists that think they're just supporting an actress or a show or a Jimmy Kimmel show. Like, no, you need to know, like, in the long run, you're supporting this gross thing that is allowing these companies and these businesses and these human trafficking spells to exist. I think I just saw Surge. I literally knew it. I saw Surge's orange hat. And I was like, wait a minute. I think I just saw Surge.
See you later, Laura. Thanks.
Love you, darling. Thank you. See you soon. Thank you for stopping by. That's very sweet. Thank you. You are. You're always invited. Hi, honey. Somebody I just saw said, yes, Surge is on the way. And I was like, dancing. Yay, Surge Navar. At literally. And then I'm like, as I'm saying, I'm like, wait, I just saw an orange cap. And you're like, the way you walk. I just know how you walk. I was like, that's Surge. Hi, guys. Activated. Can you believe this? I've been going off. So I've been telling have you been watching?
A little bit.
So I've been going to the people going to see the show. Please, somebody just mention Scientology. Just please. Because Jimmy's contracted not to mention the word, let alone anything else related to it. So please, somebody. And there's people winking and girls like, I was directly talking to these chicks. And I was like, look, there, right? Yeah, they're guests. They're all guests going in. So we've been from the backside. Yep. And then we went on that side. That's where they get told to wait. Or that's where there's like VIP on the other side.
I'm literally here, you guys.
Literally, it's not a joke.
Lizzie Moss needs to answer a few questions.
Yeah, we've got a few.
That is not controlled or contracted. That would be really great.
She's probably going to show up in a black SUV. We guys want to go over there?
That's where.
No, we just were.
That's where. This is the audience.
Yeah, this was the audience. Oh, and they got them all in. But I think one of them they are going to ask, guys. Maybe these are the guests that were specifically told to not. Hey, sir, you know Jimmy yourself? No communication. Did you learn that from the Sea Org security guards?
Scientology. raise your communication skills. We
You
taught the course.
Yeah.
We really actually taught it ourselves. You would read from Alice in Wonderland, and they would tell you, oh yeah, just read Alice in Wonderland, and then read the line to yourself, grab it in your head, and spit it out real quick. Alice in Wonderland. Hours and hours and hours
of
ad
training
nauseam.
routines
Nope,
that they call
you
training
didn't
drills.
come across natural.
Yeah.
You need to really talk natural now. It sounds too much like
That
your
Scientology van right there?
Alice.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's
All
the.
right, Chad. So we have like 10 people undercover inside.
Yep.
So yeah, at any moment they're gonna scream out and yell. Elizabeth Moss, why are you talking about
They're gonna just say, "Hey, if Elizabeth Moss is Scientologist, Tom Cruise is Scientologist, why does Jimmy Kimmel never talk about it? Why is he not allowed to mention the word Scientology?
Yeah, 'cause Tom was
I
here
dare
just
you,
not
Jimmy.
too
I
long
dare
ago.
you."
Not too long ago, Tom was here promoting all manner of
That's what I'm
stuff.
saying. Tom's been on this show. Every Scientologist that I know, Kirstie Alley, R.I.P. She literally, all these people are on the show, and not once, not even an inkling has Jimmy ever said, "How's Scientology doing?" Is that nothing? Not even allowed to mention the word.
Well, but don't forget, he did call them out at the Oscars, calling him Ronald Hubbard Dubber or whatever, Hubba Dubba, for Tom Cruise showing up without a shirt playing volleyball.
Oh, good job, Jimmy. I'm sure that
Yeah,
just
no,
made
let's
everybody
not-
think like,
let's
oh, L. Ron
credit
Hubbard,
is
Tom
due.
Cruise,
You
strong
guys,
muscles
credit
are
when
great.
credit is due.
So
Like,
gross.
He's asking
So
the rough
gross.
questions. He really is.
Why didn't he say Hubbard Scamma or L. Con Hubbard? Why didn't he actually say something that would hurt Tom Cruise
Well, what about child
and his little
trafficker
fucking feelings?
Hubbard, child trafficker Hubbard? Oh, that doesn't really match. That doesn't really match.
No, because
Yeah,
he
no,
just
that would never go. That would literally go. Oh my God. That
L.
doesn't
Con
match.
Hubbard. L. Wrong Hubbard. L. Wrong Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard, convicted, indicted felon. Oh, oops, that doesn't match.
Yeah, no, that's a lie. In the Scientology's mind, they just like, that's not true, so I can just keep going.
Like I said, we have 10 people inside and 5 more.
Into the spotlight. So some people I was yelling in the crowd and I was saying stuff. I was like, please, through the fence. I'm like, please, just ask. Just say something, please. Just be the inkling and the if you have a good heart, just so. And they were kind of like, listen. And some people were like, gross, or they're like, and some people didn't even realize Elizabeth Moss is a Scientologist. And then when I mentioned the Handmaid's Tale, they're like, I didn't even think about that.
Shout out to your team, Elizabeth Moss, that has been literally throwing soap and bubbles
under the mat. Under. We're just gonna wash it all.
Just a little Tide
little
from the dollar
laundering.
store.
Yep,
The
just a
dollar
little.
store, little tiny box of
Yeah.
Tide. Just,
Bloop bloop.
and that's all it took.
That's it. It's just all these little Tide bubbles are like Jimmy Kimmel signing contracts that say I won't mention Scientology.
Well, and even that, it's like I'll make him relatable because America loves a little funsy onesie with Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
Why not? He's so relatable himself. I mean, like you said, he's living the Hollywood lifestyle, and he has no clue of nothing. Jimmy, really?
No, he's so full.
Nothing.
This is the perfect example of people like Tom Cruise who think, in the outside world, you think, oh, he's such a great actor, and then he's having a whole different life. This is the same thing that happens with people like Danny Masterson, who was acting like he had this whole life, and then look at him now. He's in prison for raping and assaulting 3 internal Scientology people who were like literally in Scientology.
Well, and look how long
because
it
he
took
knew
you
he could
guys.
get away
It's
with it because
miracle.
Scientology
We have
protects
one.
it. They don't go to the
We
cops.
have one
They don't go to the
conviction.
police.
Jimmy Kimmel. Masterson is not the only one. We have one.
One
And how long
conviction.
did it take? How much crisis management was literally set forth to cover up and launder and clean up and control the image and keep everything quiet and keep everyone quiet and keep everyone turning in false affidavits? Literally, Scientology's crisis management is write an affidavit and send it in, because apparently the attorneys really do go with the pitch, write whatever in the hell you want under oath, lie. No one's gonna care because these hotels are represented by our great attorney law firms that really do consult these people on how to keep it within the law. Hi, what's up?
I'm Scotty.
Defender of ants.
Sorry.
His
Nice to
name
meet you,
is
sir.
Scotty. Scotty, it died.
It died. Oh, I'm
The
sorry.
penis died.
Do you need your? Do you want your other thing?
No, because that's so bulky.
I'm gonna take this.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I lost.
He's taking my magnet, guys. He's taking my life away from me. Just kidding.
Got one. You'll have one tomorrow.
Yep. Isn't that so fun?
That
makes me cry.
That's what the chat is saying, Jimmy. We bet you got stories.
Yeah, and people are saying Jimmy's definitely on the Epstein's list of showing up multiple times.
That's fake news. It's just a laptop.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I think that was verified.
Okay, so apparently that's fake news, but I'm not interested in fake news, so just.
Everyone's in their chat under control, like, oh wait,
Hey,
I don't believe that.
no, don't put things like that in my chat unless it's real. I only give you real information. Give me real information. You guys, I need to see receipts. I need evidence. Show me Jimmy Kimmel in a Scientology auditorium. I'm just kidding. No, do not.
Yeah, no, prison sucks, but you can do once in a while. Yeah, once in a while do it, but can we get closer now? Or?
Thank you guys. I like this CSW1. One of the followers is CSW1. I just like that. Fight the good fight. Salute. Thank you. Yeah, they just have funny Scientology chat names.
Shout out to the 300 of you guys that are here to protest Elizabeth Moss with us.
Okay, all right. I like
Tracy.
this guy. All right, listen.
Because, we do have questions, and we are allowed to ask questions on the public sidewalk. Check it out, you guys. We're on the public sidewalk.
Cuties. Okay. Good. Thank you, guys. Yes, tweet Jimmy and say, why don't you ever ask Elizabeth about why she got paid extra money to get a minor to audit her.
You have to X him.
X him out. X the X.
X him on X.
X him on the X. No, but just tell him, like, what kind of Hollywood host never mentions Scientology that it, over there? Yeah. Okay. I think that is more of the Backstage. You shocked him. He's like, he's going to that side.
Okay.
Chris without a Hellcat is going to the other side. You're going to the other side. He'll be back though. Oh, nice. He has a 12-hour battery pack, guys. I think I need to bring my 12-hour battery pack. I do have one, but I just never thought I would need it for this. But this makes sense because these gimbals take a lot of battery. Do you have a gimbal? Yours is just this? Maybe I just want to do that. Wait, maybe that's the one I got. Did you get this on Amazon? Best Buy? Okay. I did get one that's a little, we'll see. If not, then I'm just going to do that because I'm not down with these gimbals dying and stuff. I'd rather just have my phone stick back. Breaking news on X just now. Jimmy Kimmel and his Jeff Epstein connection just got worse. What? You guys are crazy. Okay, nothing. I can't wait to see. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Fire.
I'm uncomfortable with people asking for money.
We're letting.
Yeah, well, I heard you talking.
Here.
It's easy for me to excited. Like it's like yes, of course.
I'm putting it over the fence so the audience can see it and they remember to keep Scientology as a question in their mind. Make sure to ask Elizabeth Moss why she never talks about Scientology.
All right.
When she's a hardcore Scientologist. And also, if you don't get that question with her, maybe just ask Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, you have a lot of Scientologists on your show. Why do you never talk about Scientology with them? Tom Cruise, Percy Alley, Elizabeth Moss. Hardcore members donating to a human trafficking cult. I was born and raised in Scientology, in the Sea Org, the internal organization. So I'm telling you guys, this is coming straight from the horse's mouth.
All right.
Elizabeth Moss has had minors auditing her, doing Scientology sessions on her, and she pays extra for specific auditors to audit her. So just if you could just raise the question, because even the question, just even mentioning Scientology during it is kind of insane. It's almost like Jimmy's not allowed to mention Scientology or something, and that would be interesting to hear him talk about it at all. Okay. So let's just say, hey, Elizabeth Ma, I was interested in getting Scientology. What would you say about it? We heard you. We know you're a Scientologist. You know, something like that. Even just sweet. You don't even have to be attacking. Just.
We're asking.
I'm just saying. Ask
We're
questions.
allowed to ask questions.
I want to get in there smooth though. I want it to be on where it's like boom. Yes. Where it does get asked. I want it on the air that somebody asked about Scientology. Somebody asked. Because I told them human trafficking and all that. So thank you guys. I know they're going in soon, so I wanted to get that in there. So because now that's like the 30th person where I've had conversations like that. So I'm sure one of them are like, okay, I'll ask. Like, we'll see if it comes up. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Oh my God. What's up? Good. You too. Here's the funny comedian, guys.
Where's Chris and everybody?
He went on the other side to try to see, get some. You have to walk all the way around to get on the other. You'll see when you look down. So this is where, right here is where all the crew, the audience.
So it would be great.
And then the other side is where the actors and the crew side of things.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? Nice to see you.
Amazon.
I'm like, this is what I'm uncomfortable about. Like, I can yell at the top of my lungs.
Hi there. We're wondering if you could ask Jimmy Kimmel or Elizabeth Moss why they never talk about Scientology on the Kimmel show. He won't. He won't because he's contracted, not with Elizabeth Moss is a hardcore Scientologist. Tom Cruise, Kirstie Alley, they've all been on the show. He's never asked them. It's in. I know, but it was it was a jokey joke. It wasn't a real joke. It wasn't like Tom Cruise. Yeah.
There's your laundering of
right
the
there.
Image. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't that bad. It was funny.
Shouldn't you
Ask Elizabeth Moss, guys.
There, sir.
Thank
me,
you.
We got traffic, so the joke that Jimmy Kimmel literally put
Like,
in the
that's
Oscars
so
couldn't have been literally an insult to our intelligence.
Hey, guys, make sure you ask Jimmy Kimmel and Elizabeth Moss why they never talk about Scientology. Why they make millions of dollars. Why does Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise go on Jimmy Kimmel and never talk about
Scientology's a cult! Guys, traffic children. Hazmade Tales not supposed to be real! Tom Cruise is short! He likes to do the KY pogo stick.
Facts on facts. Look, she's getting out of the car the other way. I hope Chris gets there in time.
Child trafficking!
Proud SB!
Trafficker!
Yep, she's definitely doing
This is uncomfortable! She's gonna hear me, I promise! Oh, they're coming this way. They're coming this way, you guys.
Where?
All right.
We'll see. We'll see.
They're there. This is awkward! This is awkward! Child trafficking ain't cool, boss! The Hazmade Tale wasn't supposed to be real!
Can I ask you, is this like something new to you guys that you're dealing with? Hey, you got her? You got her?
She's in the car there. The Hazmade Tale wasn't supposed to be real! Scientology's a cult!
She's still in there?
She just pulled up, I think, in the Explorer or whatever that was.
Okay, so it looks like all the audience is in now. I heard her just go, we're done, to him. So I think there's no more audience coming in, so the rest is all backstage crew and all that. So you're right. The SUV is
Scientology's a cult!
I thought you were over there.
I got her pulling in and showing the security the badge.
Did it record that?
Huh?
Did you record that?
Yeah.
I think she's supposed to be coming on this one.
She already came in.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. And then the ride just backed up into the parking lot to pick her, like waiting to pick her up.
Secret Service detail, yeah.
What did you say to her? What did you
I
say?
was like, why are you in Scientology and
Yeah.
that traffics children? What are your comments on Danny Masterson and how Scientology covered it up? I just brought up everything.
Yeah. She knows about all that.
Yeah. I got
Elizabeth Moss is a Scientologist, and she doesn't want you to know about that. She doesn't like that being on open public record because too many questions get asked.
She's a former member. She was part of the cult.
She's in it. She's
Oh,
in
no.
it.
This one right next
me.
to me.
I'm like, Elizabeth Moss is a member
No,
of
this one next to
Scientology.
me was in the cult. She's standing up and saying something.
Guys, ask Kimmel why he never mentioned Scientology on his show. On his show, not a dumb joke at the Grammys to make Tom Cruise and Hubbard look funny. Why doesn't he actually bring up what is Scientology on his show? Because not even, you know what else, guys? Even if he brought Tom Cruise on his show to explain to the world what Scientology is and how it's helped him, Tom Cruise would look like an idiot talking about Scientology and a nervous wreck because he would be covering up so many details. And it's just so hard to talk about it without looking like a complete scam artist and brainwashed in a cult. That's why. That's why they don't even want to bring up the subject because it'll get uncomfortable and awkward.
How many of these actors have passed away due to Dianetics?
I don't know. I don't keep
And
track.
belief in not getting medical attention or anything.
Oh, you mean that whole? Isn't that skateboard dude? No, it's not. Hey, ask Kimmel why he never talks about Scientology. You going in? Ask him why they never talk about Scientology on their show.
Beach copper, aka cucumber.
If people are thinking psychiatry is evil and all doctors and hospitals are evil and Scientology has other ways to heal your body and they're hardcore Scientologists, they're not going to go get proper medical, like scientific health, to actually, they're going to do whatever they're told by their ethics officer, by their MLO, medical liaison officer.
So John Travolta's wife visited with one of their liaisons.
Oh, 100%. 100%. They're telling him how to audit out his autism and everything.
Wow.
There's no proper medical care because the belief of medical care is already squashed by Scientology. So they're never going to have proper medical care.
And I was like, yeah, we got a drone up in the air.
Why does Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise not talk about Scientology if they are so in love with it? Why do they support an organization and give money and pay minors to audit them about sexual discretions and sins that they should not be having in a minor auditing session? Go talk to your local authorities. Go get your crimes off to the police, to the FBI. Not in an auditing session. Go to your psychiatrist, for Christ's sake. What do you do for the Kimmel show? Nothing? You do nothing? Oh, you don't? Oh.
Costco guy.
You're a Costco guy? You should ask Kimmel why he never talks about Scientology on his show.
That's right. That's 200. We need 60 more.
What up, guys? You wondering what's going on? Well, Jimmy Kimmel has his studio, and Elizabeth Moss is going on live right now, and she's a hardcore Scientologist, and they never talk about Scientology in the media as actors. Oh, Scientology's nothing. They don't even talk about how great it is because it's a cult. And if they even talk about it or mention it in any way, there are going to be questions in the crowd that people have to ask that they are not prepared to answer because they are doing what they are asking. And they're very manipulative things like human trafficking, child labor. I was born and raised in this. I was a child in this as a baby. My mom and dad are still in it as executives. They're in it. They disconnected from me. They no longer will speak to me because I found out about what Scientology is out here. And I learned about the law, and I learned about child slavery. I learned about everything. And I was like, that's what's going on. And Elizabeth Moss and Tom Cruise, these celebrities, donate millions and millions of dollars to audit all these sins away and just have their needle float on the e-meter and everything's okay. And they get away with it. They get away with their crimes by laundering money through auditing, Scientology auditing technology. Elizabeth Moss is OT5 or something. It's like one of the higher up levels where they've talked about the aliens and da-da-da. She's read all, she knows. She's in a brainwash situation, and she's on a live television show about a cult, The Handmaid's Tale. Isn't that insane? And here she is, not talking about her hardcore religion. See? There you go. The truth, man. The truth needs to be said. And LAPD, stop protecting Scientology. Don't get corrupted with your seniors. Elizabeth Moss. Oh, good. Hell yeah. Let me see. Where's it at? Hey! Good job, guys. Yay. See? They're all watching. Everybody watching. We need to keep an eye on this. This is the number one place that they promote Hollywood celebrity behavior, acting or not. And we need to start letting Hollywood know that the person you see on screen, hold on. Why doesn't Jimmy Kimmel ever talk about Scientology to his Scientology guests like Tom Cruise and Elizabeth Moss?
Yeah, are you? That's fine. Taco.
Thanks, I like
The taco was, I forgot about the
your humor.
What was I saying before I forgot what I was
You were
saying?
saying how
guys?
cool Lewis is. And glad it's here.
That's true. He's quite the charming little cuddly sweetness, comfort. You have a nice comfort zone around you.
Thank you.
Exactly. CBS, NBC. We're getting there, guys. We're just starting. If you want to come join us, come join us. Come join us. Oh, thank you, Amy Lee SP. Thank you for your beautiful $3. I very much enjoy that support. Thank you. Thank you.
So that means like kind of important.
Oops.
Part of the naughty.
Aw. Hi, Audrey. Thank you. Audrey Lepkin. Is that how I say it? Lemkin? Lemkin. We love you, Lara. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. We're getting better and better at this. I really love it. And also more therapeutic and more healing. It's like all intertwined. Thank you. Nothing but love. Thank you, guys. Lara, did you and Serge know each other before leaving Scientology? Yeah, we were in the Sea organization together in Clearwater, Florida. And he was in the Sea Org before me, and he had already been on the RPF, Rehabilitation Project course, which, they got to close it up so that Elizabeth Moss doesn't see shit that she should be seeing. Yeah, let's close it up so that Elizabeth Moss gets no end theta. No end theta. It's too much for her to handle the truth about Scientology. Please ask Elizabeth Moss why she doesn't talk about Scientology. Why does Jimmy Kimmel not talk about Scientology at all, not even mentioning the word, when he has Tom Cruise, Elizabeth Moss, all these hardcore, deep, connected Scientologists?
Elizabeth Moss is trafficking children in Scientology.
I don't get involved in all that
Right,
bullshit.
so like there's probably a reason he doesn't ask other people about their stuff going on, so he doesn't have to get into that.
No, the reason, guys, is very, very clear. Jimmy Kimmel is made to sign a contract, whether it's private or not, away from that he is not. He says, I will not ask about Scientology or bring up Scientology at all, especially with Tom Cruise and people like that.
So he gets a check every year from them?
He gets paid whatever he gets paid as Jimmy Kimmel.
That's on the agreement.
But don't be a Hollywood Let's expose out the half stars the half real artists. We're sick of like these semi-good artists. No, let's bring out the real artists who are saying things, who are being, give the position of Jimmy Kimmel's show to somebody who's going to talk about everything. Let's talk about all the art. Let's talk about this artist wants to promote this. Good. Well, you also promote other things. You also are involved deeply in Scientology. If Elizabeth Ma, like, he should bring this up. If you're interviewing somebody on a very, I guess you would say, a platform, you have a platform across the world with your, host, with your little stage, then use it properly. If not, you suck, and we're going to call you out. We're so sick of fake art, fake shows, fake crap, censored stuff. Stop. It's literally killing people. Stop.
Right.
So especially when it, and I'm not talking about, so-and-so got a lip job. I don't care about stupid private stuff like that. I'm talking about stuff that shouldn't be private, that's being private for illegal reasons.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So Jimmy can say whatever. Look, they opened it back up. Oh, we must cover up the alley. It's just so gross, guys. Now you know where Scientology, they get the Sea Org tactics from. Like, oh, well, how do they do it to cover up in the outside world? Only Sea Org members are on steroids with it because they have cameras every 5 feet inside and outside of the organization. Did you know that inside of all the organizations, there's cameras down the halls, in the dining rooms, there's cameras everywhere. Security has paged me on my beeper, and I called them and they were like, what are you doing slacking off, taking so long in the lobby? You need to stick to the cleaning. Stop talking to the public that much. I'm like, okay. And I'd hang up,
What about the dorm?
They don't have, they have them not in the dorms, unless it's,
I heard that you almost threw up your Arby's there or whatever.
Oh, no, this wasn't mine. Yeah, I almost threw up Arby's.
Gross. Why?
Because one, I made the mistake of eating there.
Because it's gross, right?
And two,
number one.
And then two, I was running around. I was like, oh God, I can feel it. I'm gonna go check out over there. I'll be right
I
back.
wonder why, Summer Savage. Why would Matt Damon be the perfect person to F with Jimmy Kimmel? Would Matt Damon bring up Scientology? Where are you going?
Maybe just.
Okay, I'm gonna walk with Chris without a Hellcat because I'm trying to be cool.
Don't say it
Are you
out
trying?
loud.
Oh, you're going over there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really that close. Interesting. Okay, well, we're just gonna go around the corner over here, guys.
Let's go to the Chinese theater.
Yeah.
Because they're playing Godzilla there.
Okay, yeah.
Is it a Japanese one, right?
Want to fight? Godzilla.
Bro, that is almost racist.
Hey guys, thank you so much. You guys with your super chats. You're making my heart melt. You rock. Thank you, Jane. No, Jane, you rock. Thank you, Jane. That's very sweet. Oh, Chi-Town native. Hi, honey. I love you. Oh, I love you, Lara.